Alright, hey everyone, Wanderbots here, and welcome to Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, The Black Order. This is kind of a weird game that I didn't really expect to come out ever, because Ultimate Alliance 1 and 2 were like on PS2.
I played it on the Wii, actually.
Yeah, it
I
was
rented
PS2
them from the
Wii,
local library.
and I think it made it up to the Xbox 360 and PS3 as well. But it was one of those where there were like serious licensing issues and a bunch of other things. And so I didn't really expect that we'd get another one of these. But yeah, I guess randomly,
You mean licensing issues with characters? I know that
Yeah.
there's specific characters that can't be included.
So, back in the 90s, Marvel was like almost bankrupt or something like that, so they wholesale sold off movie rights and de facto video game rights to a bunch of different companies. So, Sony owns the digital production rights more or less for Spider-Man.
X-Men.
Fox owned X-Men.
Oh, Fox owned X-Men. But why has...
And Deadpool.
Has Fox been releasing the recent X-Men movies?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
And now that Disney has bought the movie side of Fox, we might actually see X-Men in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see.
Sony sort of forfeited their Spider-Man ones?
No, they just gave up trying to make their own Spider-Man movies, so they've just let Disney make the movies, and they're having the people that made Ratchet and Clank make the Spider-Man game, which last I heard is making them bucket loads of money. So I think Sony came out on top. Anyway, let's get started. Let's see. So honestly, I'm gonna throw this on friendly. I've heard Mighty is kind of weird. Also, I'm lazy.
2 settings. That's new. Usually you have 3.
Yeah, that's actually one of the common criticisms for this game, that it needs something between the two.
Ooh. Oh,
Well,
Guardians.
That's another planet we'll never be able to visit again. Because you tried to steal their most priceless artifact. How's I supposed to know that thing was so important to him? There was a plaque right next to it that said so. Yeah, well, I don't go to museums to read. I go there to steal.
Anyone else would have waited to offend their clients until after they were paid.
I'm not anyone else. I'm one of a kind, baby.
A fact that makes me wonder how much a museum might pay for you.
I am Groot.
Oh, don't you side with them, you overgrown...
What trouble have you steered us into now, Quill?
Nothing. There's literally nothing out here. My scanners are coming up blank.
I have never heard this alarm before. It is a horrid sound.
I am Groot.
True, anything is better than that racket Star-Lord calls music.
Rocket, any idea why our ship is on the fritz?
I might have installed a new scanner I whipped up that detects high concentrations of unusual energy. Cosmic cubes, negabands, Asgardian hammers. You know, the kind of stuff people pay big money for.
But there's nothing out here but rocks.
If I were hiding an object of immense cosmic power, I would want it to look that way as well.
Can you lead us to it?
Can I? Psh, bet your hairless pink butt I can. Whatever it is, it should be right behind this.
I am Groot.
You can say that again.
This is a Hala-class Kree warship.
These vessels usually carry hundreds of soldiers.
But there's not a single sign of life on board. Something's not right here. We need to take a look around, see if we can find
Treasure.
I was going to say any survivors, but sure, treasure's always good too.
It's nice how they went with the comic book variety for their appearances.
Yeah. I mean, I like the digital, like 3D versions.
Oh, search for survivors or maybe treasure.
Seriously? No welcoming committee?
Scans were right. We've got ourselves a ghost ship.
Why would the Kree abandon a vessel of this caliber?
I have a terrible feeling we are about to find out.
Wait, you play as Groot and... Oh, boy.
With Rocket Raccoon on your back.
Co-op.
Okay, so the left and right.
Those two.
Wait, I'm not supposed to... Am I supposed to use one Joy-Con?
It's... Here, can I see? We might have screwed up a bit.
What do you mean?
Saying battery depleted. So, we didn't charge it after the last time we played together.
I
You want to
asked
stick
you
both of
about
these on the
that.
Switch? We'll just co-commentate, and it's only going to take like 20 minutes for those to charge.
The Switch is all the way down there.
Yeah. Well, I don't think there's a way we can plug it in, unfortunately. I like the fact that you can plug in the Pro Controller. It kind of sucks that the Joy-Cons can't. What were we playing last with those? Whatever it was you. Well, I guess we'll just co-commentate. It shouldn't matter too much, and then you'll just join when we go along. Let's see. One side is dead, both sides are dead. Oh well. It's not a biggie.
For some reason, it seemed to give you the option to use one.
Yeah, you can. So if you just have those... This game is not exactly what I would call the most, complex. So, like, from what I've heard, you pretty much just kind of mash, like, the same couple of buttons
Hold
over
on.
and over again.
Some weird energy readings just popped up on my map.
Any chance it could be survivors?
Whatever they are, they ain't far away. Let's go find out.
But yeah, so it really is...
We'd better clear this junk out of the way.
Can I go into the system? Can I turn down sound effects? Oh, thank you. Just gonna turn those down a little bit. The music might need to go back
Everything's
up.
a little quiet for me.
It's a very quiet game. I just would prefer the attacks and sound effects to be...
You're going to be doing quite a bit
Lower.
of smashing and punching.
Oh. Oh, wow. My light attack is just rocket, just goes nuts. Anyway, so yeah, there's no, like, special combos or anything like that. You just have light attack, heavy attack, and you just plow through people. That's... I don't know if there's much of a reason for me to grab all these. I heard the progression system in this is, like, weirdly complex.
Did this go up to 4-player co-op?
Free
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah, it does.
Oh, wow.
That's my favorite kind of stuff.
Yeah, you can have up to 4 players, local and online. Wow. I guess I should break all of these. I feel like I'm playing Lego Star Wars all over again. Like,
I do enjoy the Lego Star Wars games.
I do, except for, like, every time I load them up, I'm like, cool. I've played them for half an hour, and I'm satisfied for the next year.
Oh, I was collecting all the different pieces so I can make custom characters.
I could care less. The only thing that meant, that I cared for was
Piece
the
to add to
conch
my
droid.
collection.
Isn't our ship filthy enough already, Quill?
Not too shabby.
I am Groot. I am Groot.
I could just spam that. That's awful. Whoa. What's this?
Oh, do you have to blast
Oh,
it?
special move. Okay, so there's some interesting moves apart from the
Let's see
regular
what's behind
attacks.
door number 2.
Oh. We busted this box.
Everyone work out their aggression on these poor, unsuspecting crates? Good. Moving on.
Like the quips.
I do, but he's sassing me for being a loot monger. That feels wrong.
Take cover.
Our path has been obliterated.
What are our options here, Rocket?
Looks like there's only one way out.
The bridge is falling apart. Try to jump over the gaps.
Easy to say for the man with the ridiculous boot jets.
And yet I think he was the first one to get lasered.
I knew I should
Forward.
have stayed on the ship.
I wonder what the different voice actors are, because I recognize a lot of them.
I am Groot!
Hold your fire. For now. You. You certainly weren't who we were expecting. But we will be more than glad to kill you anyway.
Wait, they actually gave her, like, irises and stuff.
Well, she does subtly have them, though her eyes...
Sister, your presence here may have exposed us all. For that, you must pay.
These Kree goons ain't going down easy.
For the most part, Pitch. Now, it looks like they decided to use her movie incarnation as opposed to the ones in the comics.
Yeah.
Because the ones in the comics
Fight
just...
smart. Block her attacks.
She was still blue, wasn't she? But then she just had a suit and a lot of hair. Wasn't it magenta hair?
You know, I don't actually know if I've ever seen OG Guardians of the Galaxy comics. Like, I don't think I've ever so much as bothered reading any of them. Because they were always kind of the, like, weird B-grade space Avengers forever. Up until the movies came out. And then they actually became something worth watching.
When were the first ones even made? Because most of the Marvel comics I had ever read were from the 70s. And at the time I was reading a lot about Raunch the Space Knights. And it's interesting because in more modern versions of Guardians of the Galaxy, they do encounter the Space Knights more often. But I never saw the Guardians mentioned. Who knows?
Yeah.
If our plan fails, the blood of every being in this universe will be on your hands, Guardians! So I will gladly have your blood on mine!
Warm-up's over, gang. Time to bring out the big guns.
Allow me to assist you.
Now that's what I
Oh,
call
I see.
Yes, this is the combo.
Yeah, so I just have to do it with every single member of the party.
I don't know. Thanos didn't teach me nothing, and I still hate this lady.
And there we go. Oh, good. So all the characters involved level up. Cool.
Idiots. Your stupidity may have doomed the universe.
Wouldn't be the first time, sweetheart.
Well. So I was reading...
Whatever the
oh,
Kree
wow.
are hiding on this ship, it must be very important if Nebula is involved.
But if their trap was not meant for us, then who was it for?
Anyone else kind of hope we never have to find out?
So I was reading reviews for this game before picking it up because, you know, I don't like spending $60 on a game that, like, I'm gonna get partway through on and then be like, ugh, God, never mind. This is not very fun. You know, I'd rather get, like, halfway through and be like, man, this is great, but I just don't have time to finish it. I mean, the easy answer would be, like, half the JRPGs that we pick up. Like, Dragon Quest XI, great game. I would love to finish it someday. I don't have the time, because it's, like, 100 hours long, and I'm currently trying to beat, like, the sandbox version.
I mean, this is really striking me as a brute brawler. I don't know what more to the combat you'll actually have.
You get to pick up some extra moves for each character, and I know,
Weren't there puzzles or other things in the older games? I
don't really remember
it's been
there
such a
being
long
much
time
for
ago.
puzzles. Unfortunately. Like, I think they pretty much were just, like, straight through. At the same time, I appreciate it for what it is. I mean, it's not too far off of, like, Torchlight or Diablo. You know, just brawl through a bunch of enemies, maybe have kind of a light story, move on. I can't move the camera, so I'm gonna have to go this way. The maps are a lot more three-dimensional than they used to be. They were kind of three-dimensional.
Tracking should be right past whatever the heck that thing is.
This is focused primarily behind your characters,
It
whereas in the other ones it almost seemed more akin to I don't want to say top-down isometric.
well,
That's how they
once
felt.
you get in, it'll be a lot more isometric.
These ones think they are tough. How amusing.
Let's play Drax for a while.
Smash the core computer and the barrier should go down. I hope.
Bombs? All right. Now things are getting fun.
Oh, I see.
So he's punching and...
Well, he's just got like a slice and dice move.
Danger and chaos. Two of my favorite things.
So, Quill seems to be a little bit more damaging than the rest.
He's very swift by the looks of it. Then again, he is supposed to be a pistolier.
Oh.
And the jet boots.
Okay, that's cool. And that does a lot of damage.
You can do fun things with flying characters.
Yeah, hard to hit with though, but still cool. So this is probably going to be the camera angle we're usually rolling with when your controllers are charged.
And strike the core.
I guess actually the real answer is just that this core thing just has a huge durability bonus. Okay, so what's hers? So she does a ground slam with a sword. So she's got sword slashes pretty quick, and then just like a heavier one.
Glad that's over.
I think there's
Don't
like
get too comfy,
30 some odd
pal.
characters in this
Final
game.
destination's right on the other side of this door.
I thought there were 50 in some of the older ones.
I know they're adding more with like season passes and DLC, but we're gonna be done with this game before anything them come out, I think.
Ah,
You have proven far more resourceful than I would have imagined.
usually to blame.
But the time has come to face your final judgment. Imbeciles! The Kree were trying to save all of time and space from being ripped asunder. But you Guardians had to barge in
crap,
and
she
expose
is
us
zippy.
all to those who will ultimately bring our destruction.
Have to say, totally does sound like something we would do.
Whoa, watch out for that one. Couldn't even block it.
They keep saying that we're actually dooming the universe. Do you think it's one of those situations where the villains actually are trying to prevent, say, this Black Order from taking over or destroying everything?
You know, not sure. In this case,
I
like,
always
I
find it
think-
interesting when there are plot lines where the heroes mess things up, though.
Well, I mean, that's standard for... I think that's pretty standard for the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Where they inadvertently do harm and then they have to correct it.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I mean,
Or they're hired by the wrong person and then they
hired
have
by
to...
the wrong person, stole the wrong thing.
What the fruit tack was that?
It's too late. The Kree sacrificed thousands of brave souls to gather the only artifacts capable of holding off the forces of oblivion. And this, it seems, shall be our last stand.
Perhaps this is all a misunderstanding.
If we could stop fighting for just a minute, we might be able to find a way to fix this.
The damage is already done. Our location has been discovered. There is only enough time left to die with honor. And I will make certain that you go first.
Whoever you're afraid of, Ronan, we can help you fight them.
He's clearly not a team player,
Assist
Gamora.
you.
Let's show him what he's missing.
Maybe not. I'm not sure. Oh, come on.
You took off some health, but not as much as you could have.
And I can no longer see chat. When that happens.
Oh, yeah. Did everything go down for a moment?
Yeah. So the stream's still up, but we're not going to be able to see it. Because whatever Let's see. Whatever, usually it's like a memory leak issue or like a bad script or something, but,
It wasn't disconnected internet or something.
no, OBS would be yelling at me if that was the case. This is just one of those where it's just like, hey, by the way, Twitch page busted. It could be possible that Twitch went down, but that's super rare.
Deliver justice. Or judgment.
You've been judged.
They have arrived.
They? Who is they? What is this all about, Ronan? Whoa!
Ooh. What?
This is about the end of all that is, and we are the ones who shall deliver it.
Yeah, these are Thanos's.
Once you have returned to us what is ours. Kree dog.
Never. That madman you obey only wishes to destroy.
The time has come to return home. Your master awaits.
The Infinity Stones. Rocket, do you see this? All 6... Rocket? Rocket?
So, here's the way I see it. I know you said these stones belong to your master, whoever that is, but technically, we got here first. So how's about you take 3, we take 3, and we call it a... Hey!
You will leave here with nothing, not even your lives.
How were all 3 of not all 3, 6 of them collected there?
I have felled worlds. Your pathetic attacks cannot harm me.
We weren't trying to hurt you, just to distract you.
Distract? No! You shall not have them. I swear in Thanos' name! Did she say Thanos? Quill! You can't let her have them!
I think I'm gonna hurl.
Oh, great. You're here. Oh, I thought we were dead. We aren't dead, are we?
I have felt death. This is slightly less pleasant.
We're alive, but we could be anywhere in space or time. The Infinity Stones are not playthings.
Hey, I did exactly what you said. I saved the items of insane cosmic power from the Psycho Space Lady.
I am Groot.
You can? And you just sat there listening to us jabber? Do it already! Oh, great. We saved the universe from disaster, but we're the ones that end up in prison?
Yep, that sounds about right.
Why were we transported to this place, Quill?
I don't know. I just grabbed the stone and thought of somewhere safe.
Yeah, well, something tells me we'd be a lot safer on the other side of that flarkin' door.
This wall is structurally unsound. Perhaps.
Oh, it looks like you have to use a combination of attacks.
The ZR. Oh.
I think from one of your other characters. See how it's a punch? And dynamite? That's not Quill's abilities.
No
There we
cell
go.
can hold us.
You're right. I just had to switch to the correct character and we'd be good.
Looks like we just made bail, Guardians.
We need to find a way out of this place.
Switch, but what's up? What's back here?
We've got to repair this terminal if we want to restore power to this dump.
Were there any other prisoners?
Now can we finally get out of here?
Nope.
Wait, what was that on the left? That room is still... Oh, it's the only one that failed to open, and it has a box in it.
There we go.
Do? What?
Ooh,
Rare item acquired.
an ability orb. So there's random, well, not random loot, but there's loot in this game. At some point we get access to like the ability to upgrade and like pick
Camera's
talents
a little
and so
bit
on and so
wiggly.
forth. What was that?
The camera is a little bit clippy.
Well, so what happens is if I go in here,
See?
yeah, it's because it's getting stuck on that bar.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's just like a Unity object or something, and it's like trying to path smoothly through, but it's not doing it. This is a Koei Tecmo game. They're always kind of jank.
What did I tell you? You need cell doors disarmed and opened? I'm your guy.
You might not be the only one.
What?
Been to more prisons and more galaxies than I can count. This? This is new.
So some of them were
These are no ordinary
pyromancers. Some had powers akin to Wolverine.
Nothing like a good old-fashioned cell block brawl to make me feel right at home.
It really wants me to do. Oh. It really wants me to do
notion
the
of
synergy
where in
link.
the universe we are.
No idea. But the other prisoners look strangely human-ish.
And everything is in English.
I hear you, buddy. This sure brings back some memories, don't it?
Yeah, we're probably on
This
the
is a-
raft.
This is a... Well, it says raft.
Oh,
It had it on their shirts.
okay. So we can go to team. Have possibility to increase your
Wait,
ability ranks.
Is the raft the high-tech prison that S.H.I.E.L.D. operates?
Yep.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Okay. Select which ability you want to increase the rank of, then press A to proceed. Well, I only have one of these. So I got Minefield. Do I have to... Improve your hero's abilities by increasing an ability's rank. Left stick to increase the rank. You'll need ability points and orbs if you want to increase the rank. So reduces the cost, increases attack damage, and stagger. But we don't have nearly enough AP. But can I save it for now? Looks like we can also hero traits enhancements. Use
Ooh.
EXP cube?
So it looks like strength, energy, durability, vitality. I wonder what mass is.
Yeah,
And then restoration.
yeah, well, here.
Oh, resilience. Resilience. Can you go?
I'm just trying to find a character with a mass perk.
I don't see any mass perks.
Yeah, probably once we have an elemental character or something. I'm not sure. I'm going to hold on to this at least for now. we probably just need a caster type character, and we'll get the, can I break these? For small amounts of dosh. I guess we can do it. Raft, cube, and one other. Yeah. And they had several iterations of the raft too, because I think the raft was the one that was underwater. And then they also had like an upgraded version of it later that was like a full-on dimensional prison. But that was like the prelude to Civil War, but that almost got like forgotten really fast. One problem I have with Marvel is they're super inconsistent with their like prisons and like space tech and quite a lot of things, honestly. It's kind of annoying. Yeah, we're just in the raft.
Oh, there are so many unruly mutants.
You know,
Oh,
delivering supervillains to the raft is usually a lot of boring paperwork. But this... is a total riot. Come on, really? Not even a smile from the tree?
Oh, I can't even be Spider-Man. I was hoping they would
Probably
just
hasn't been
let
added
me
yet.
play as Spider-Man, but that's okay.
What are the Guardians doing back on Earth?
Earth? Huh. This home is still my happy place.
It won't be for long if we don't get things under control. We've got an entire supervillain prison population ready to break free.
Next time you teleport us across the galaxy, Quill, try to think of a beach instead.
It is
Why do
amusing.
all these prisoners have powers?
Because the raft is reserved exclusively for the worst criminals our planet has to offer. Which makes me wonder, what are you guys doing in there?
It's a long story.
Yeah, so out of sheer laziness, they're just using basic like goons based on pre-existing heroes. So
yeah, unless that one guy, oh, what was his name? It wasn't Stryker or something.
Electro?
No. The guy who had the Adamantium project and made Wolverine and X2 and stuff.
Yeah, but this is like altogether way too many.
There are way too many of them.
Like this is just a bunch of Wolverine rejects all over the place, and it's honestly embarrassing. And also the other thing with all of the Weapon X alternatives, almost all of them.
They didn't have the same claws that came out the knuckles.
Yeah.
They always had them.
So-
Well, not knuckles. It was between the knuckles that they've had in most.
So X13 had 2 on the top.
Oh, weren't there nail ones too?
Maybe.
One of them.
Oh,
definitely
right.
had
She was in the
nails.
movie. I don't know if she was normal.
If she's an official, yeah.
That went so much better than when I do it alone.
Then let's stick together and get out of here. Preferably before they wake up.
This way. And don't forget to close the door behind us.
I mean, we just
Not that
killed
I'm
them.
complaining, but shouldn't a prison have, you know, guards?
Yeah, something's definitely not right here.
You don't know the half of it.
Oh, yeah. Lady Deathstrike. Okay, so you need quills and an energy move.
There we go. I was trying to get it to work.
He just shoots over the box as opposed to at it.
He was being uncooperative. Whoops. The Victor Creed had them as well. And yeah. Unfortunately, my experience with the Marvel Universe is kind of weird and patchy. Because I'll just like pick up the comics and read them for a while. And it's like, I don't know. I've said this many times before. But I have trouble with it just because it
There
keeps
are
getting...
the different multiverses.
Well,
and
yeah,
the different
tons of different
canons.
multiverses, tons of reboot
Finally, some
versions.
fresh air. Those cells smelled worse than Rocket's bunk.
Now, onward to sweet.
Sandman.
Spider Brat! You put me here. You buried me in a dark cell for life. Now I'm gonna bury you! Dead or alive!
Why would they give him a whole sand pit to reside in?
In case you hadn't noticed, his whole body's made of sand. Hitting him is useless.
Oh, but there's that laser seismic thing.
That had to hurt.
What is it shooting? Tar?
Yeah.
It's working. He's solidified. This may be our only chance to stop him.
Those that would muck him up.
Well,
Oh, he's starting to
yeah, he's
shake.
starting
He's going to break
he's starting
free.
to. Don't matter. 'Cause we've got gooey shooty.
Isn't it funny how they were doing the stripes in his hair?
Oh.
Akin to the Osborns and such?
Yeah.
I think it was a common style for the comics.
Yeah. At least for them.
One of these jerks? Great. To be fair, Sandy never had the best taste in friends.
That kind of works. Just switch characters. Let them get the energy back. I get to use all the fun moves. They don't use them enough anyway. I wanted to point something else about Sandman. He's got a very small head.
Yeah, the trapeziuses don't look right.
Well, no, it's
connecting
the
his
whole
neck
chest. Like, look
Well,
at him.
I know he's
He's
massive.
just got like super small head syndrome going on right now.
I think that's intentional. He made his torso and his arms as large as they are for the purpose of smashing his opponents.
Takes more than that to get rid of me, Bug.
I know. I'm gonna be picking brains of you out of my costume for weeks after this.
Picking brains of you.
The writing so far has been decent. The voice acting may be on the inconsistent side of things. Where is? Okay, there they are. But yeah, a well-written Spider-Man feels good. If nothing is more disappointing than like Spider-Man without quips. And like, I've been kind of okay with the Tom Holland version, but like
The last movie was cringeworthy for the whole first half.
it was pretty cringy.
We were face-palming much of the time. It was embarrassing. Secondhand embarrassment.
I suffer from it. It's bad. I don't enjoy teen drama.
Teen drama, teen romance. Yeah,
I had
all that
to-
awkwardness.
I have the same issue with
It's like they always say, Sandy. Life's a beach.
And now you'll die.
Looks like we just hit the boss level.
You have the same issue with what?
let's see. I had the same issue with Stranger Things, actually. The
Oh
most
yeah,
recent one.
yeah, most definitely the latest season of it. Because suddenly half the characters have new girlfriends.
Yeah, have new girlfriends, relationship issues, and suddenly everybody's fighting with each other. But it doesn't feel like. I mean, it was well written, but it was just kind of one of those where it's like, honestly, please stop.
And it didn't really until the monsters were revealed. Which took a while. They always have that slow build-up.
I don't care for this new Spider-Man movies. I like them better than the old ones. I think my one problem with the Spider-Man movies is they also just feel like a setup for the rest of the Marvel Universe. So it was harder to have, like... Oh, there we go. It was harder to have, like, as much of a connection to it.
Well, it may not be fine art, but it's fine by me. What's not fine at all is the fact that the raft is home to some of my deadliest foes. And they're all either trying to break free, or to break us. While that force field is engaged, they can't get out. But...
Let me guess. Neither can we.
Then you're lucky some of us still have a way in.
Ah. Brought in all the Avengers. And some X-Men. Wait. Crystal? With the dog? Was that from that
It's
television
Lockjaw.
show
A teleporting dog?
recently?
The Inhumans, yes.
Is this some kind of joke?
I heard it was really bad.
You know, I was just about to ask the same thing about the raccoon with the laser gun.
It's a quantum igniter. Thank you very much. And it can blast you right out of that tin can before...
Measure your weapons later, boys. If we want to survive this, we do it as a team.
Spider-Man coming with the keys.